Hey, this is Wes Fryer. I'm here at ISTE 2015 in Philadelphia. Michael Matera, Milwaukee. He is an expert on gamification, and I wanted to ask him about taking badges, taking gamification beyond badges, because I think I have fallen into that trap of thinking, let's add badges. That'll be gamification. So how do we take gamification beyond the badge, Michael?
So I think that's the trap lots of people fall into with gamification, is that they just quickly grab onto a badge system or a point system, and then you're really just trading one point system for another, and I think it ends up being a sort of a shallow experience for the students. So going beyond the badge is we're talking about creating an all-inclusive collaborative experience that students are that's going to be memorable and engaging. And you can have badges and points a part of that system, but that can't be the sum total of the system. It's not the focus. Yeah, it's not the focus.
Now, you were telling me about your website here. You took it up a level this year with your own website and Hype.
Yeah, so I use this software called Hype 3.0. And what it allows you to do is, so this is sort of going to be my LMS. So students, instead of going and just clicking a list of 5 things they could do, they can interact with these buildings. So for example, we can click the castle here and go inside, and there could be a message from the king, or they could click into this hallway and it takes them to the map room. And the map room, then all these various things take them to my various units. So here we're going to go to my medieval unit in a second here. So, and students interact here. So for example, one way you can go beyond the badge is on King Street here, they can go into the library. And one of the things I do is offer my students choice of, I guess what would amount to extra credit, but they're not getting extra credit points from me, they're getting these experience points from me. But these are all creative endeavors that students can go on in my class.
So these are like challenges?
These are challenges. They don't have to do them, they're not required to do them. But this shift, by gamifying my class, by having a common goal for the whole class, so I don't have so much competition within the class period, students are encouraged to go on these, and they want to go on these, and they really demonstrate the students' talents, right? So there's art-based ones, there's more research-based projects, there's hands-on projects, technical projects. So every student really feels connected in my class because their talents get to be displayed in class.
Now, are you one-to-one with devices, or go to the lab to do this, or how do the kids go online?
I've been gamifying my class for the past 5 years. 3 of those years we did not have one-to-one devices, but it still kind of can get done, right? Like students can, again, you can build, I had kids build with Legos, those kind of things. In the last 2 years, we've been one-to-one iPad school, and there's obviously an explosion of things you can do on that. Mm-hmm. But what I do like about this gamified experience, too, is there is something for everybody. So I allow students to they can paint things, or here, this quest they can go on
Rachel,
is...
did you see this? Well, Rachel's doing her webcast, so she's not up for this.
This quest, this Lego quest, very old school. Kids get the packet, they download it, and what they're going to end up making, they print this off, they're going to end up making their own Lego set. But it's great for like reading comprehension. So while we're doing our Rome unit, they decide up here like this what series is this in. So it could be like Roman architecture, and this particular set could be the Colosseum, but they have to realize that like Roman architecture, Colosseum. Then they have to draw the minifigs that would be featured within the Colosseum, so that they start to think like Spartacus was a famous, person that was in the Colosseum. The emperor was, right? So like they start connecting all these various things. That's an old school challenge, but to some kids they absolutely love Legos. They love to draw.
Oh, yeah.
This is their thing. Other kids don't want to do this.
Can they go into the Lego app then, the builder, and then design?
Sure. I got ones for the Lego app. We've let them build things in Minecraft, right? So there is that something for everybody, but it's the game, I think, that gets them to explore and want to explore, because that's what students are used to.
And so your website is a portal into these challenges, basically.
Correct.
And you said Easter eggs can be important too. So you keep this dynamic where you'll change stuff and you'll...
Yeah, like students find various things. There's like, in every unit, for example, there's... So I do have some items kids can buy. They're all game items. I'm not spending any money on this stuff.
Does your website, does it track the stuff for kids, or is that all handled in the LMS? Basically, they're finding their challenges here, And then they are going to do it and turn it inside your LMS that's separate?
Yeah, or in person if it's a physical thing. Things are also tracked in here.
Again, this is realmofnobles.com.
Yeah.
Wow. Where'd you get all these pictures?
I got all these pictures off DeviantArt, and I link them in the bottom corner. I've got artist permission. It's an excellent community. If you write them and say you're a teacher, they'll be like, please use all my art. Like,
oh my gosh!
So,
this is amazing. I mean, even though it's just images and clickable links, it's still and that's Hype that allowed you to.
Hype led you to do that, but then you can get into I love this part of the game, getting kids to explore. So my last unit, kids, for this optional thing they could go do, this adventure path, it was this secret society they had to figure out of alchemists, and there were all these various codes and decrypted things they had to figure out. And then the final stage on this page here, this page had been here all year. Kids have gone in this. It was a red herring. There was nothing in here, but kids were always going in here clicking, there's got to be something. But it was a series of clicks that they had to click this world, then they had to click this guy, and then they had to click the book. And it unlocked this mysterious, right? But
a secret portal.
The secret portal, and then when they click him, it sort of gives them the story of the alchemists, and you're now in the secret society because you figured that out. But the only way they could figure that out were all these content clues that were scattered either throughout my text, other areas of my website. They had to pull all this together. They had to work as teams. This is going way beyond the badge, right?
Oh my gosh. So how have you taught yourself this kind of thing, and what do you recommend for somebody who wants to go down a similar path of what you've done with
Start small.
Okay.
Definitely start small. But it's really all about the growth mindset. This software about Hype 3.0, I never knew anything about web design. I just downloaded it, watched a few tutorials, played around with it, and you'll actually see if you do poke around my website, as my units progressed, what I could do with the software was much more complicated. So my first unit, my Mesopotamia unit, was pretty much one picture with 5 quests. I didn't have multiple streets and things they could go on.
Right.
But then it
just
became
a more complex sort of choose your own adventures kind of thing, a branched.
Yeah, it got bigger, bigger. You could do more and more with the software.
Okay, cool. And then people can connect with you. This is Realm of Nobles, and then your website is edbean.com.
Yeah, and also I have my personal blog is mrmatera.com, and you can follow me on Twitter at mrmatera.com.
All right, awesome. Thanks so much.
No problem. To build HTML5 websites, apps, it's really device agnostic, can be used anywhere. You don't need to know coding at all. And I'll show you kind of the end result is this is my gamified website. So instead of having a whole bunch of links, which I know I have on the front page here, but outside of that front page, I sort of don't have those links. So students in my gamified class, this is an immersive experience. So instead of having a list of things they click the castle, and it goes in the castle. Right? I need a little more from you guys.
Yeah.
Right? Thank you. I can't bring all the excitement myself. I also forgot to hit my timer, so I still have 3 minutes. Alright, so you can click this hallway and it takes you into the map room. This takes us to our various units. So for example, here's my medieval unit. And students have to sort of click around here to find different activities and things they can do. Here they get to King Street and they go into the library. And in the library, yeah, see, I'm liking this. I need you guys to follow me everywhere. Alright, so in the library, here are some quests they can do, and they click on these and it takes them to different quests. But all of this was built in Hype 3.0, and it really didn't take a whole lot of time, and it was just a total change of the environment in the class. Kids were excited. Hidden in here, I have all sorts of Easter eggs students can try to find, different quests, special quests that only they can go on. You can password protect. I'm sure my 3 minutes is nearing
16 seconds.
Peace!
Thank you!